Hey guys, it's me. Well, I guess this thing is it. I knew this was going to happen though. My intuition is spot on. Well, I was in the kitchen and my son's crying. I hear him crying. And so I'm like very curious, like why he's crying. Because we just got back. I bought him, we got dinner, you know, and he was in a good mood, talking and all that. And then he's crying. So I knew it was something about his girlfriend, whatever. Now, this is his first girlfriend. And I knew this was going to happen because he's got a lot of things coming up. He's going to have to be very strong in his grades. He's going to have to be very strong with his grades. He's going to have to finish out really strong. Of course the devil comes in, and the devil likes to use other people, right? That's what he likes to do. I knew this was going to happen though, because when blessings come, you work so hard, and then boom, it happens at the worst time. At the worst time when you need to be, there's Pearl. You need to be very strong. So, of course, when I go in there, I talk about it. And I talk about, he has to be strong. He has to work through this. And then he gets angry and then pops off at me. Like, very screaming everything. Asperger's, what they do. They get, when they hit 1,000, this one was over 1,000 yelling. I think that's why I had to quit. I had to resign. I have to watch my son, because right now it's attacks, these attacks. So, not my son. He's worked way too hard. He's way too smart. He's gonna graduate, you know? Plus, I told him, he's gonna have many relationships. This is just the first one. And the first one is what? The deepest cut. And I told him that. And I told him that when he entered into a kind of girlfriend-boyfriend thing, I'm like, I don't want to deal with it. Now I have to deal with it, because I'm not going to tolerate disrespect. I told him he had to be stronger than that. And he had to be a man. Don't let anyone do that to you. Never let anyone disrespect you. Don't take on their dumb bullshit. No, learn to love yourself first. Always. But these kinds of people, and I don't know how it is for people with autism. I don't know. I think that's why I had to resign, so I can watch him. I knew this was going to happen, because if I was working, he just pissed me off. But I have to be nurturing right now. I get it. Everything, there's no coincidences, God is protective. And I know why I did what I had to do, because I wasn't going to put up with that shit either. And I have to tell my son, because he's going to go off to college. And he's going to be by himself, so Everything's for a reason, so I gotta trust that. But damn, the crying, like, it was just, like, very bad. I don't know how it is for a boy. I know how it is for a girl. But I'm, like, telling him what I actually know. I was like, I'm sure it was your first sexual encounter, even though she's not here. You know, I don't know what you do in your room. I don't know what you do on, I don't know. I don't know how that's done. It's not really a relationship to me if somebody's not here in the flesh, you know? It's just, don't get your, don't, the guy that said, I've been listening to him. It was kind of funny what he said about like the lion and then you know, stroking his balls or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know why I went there. I don't know. I don't know. But he's got to be a man. You know, he's got to go through the fire like we all went through the fire, right? First love, right? But with mine, I ended up marrying mine. Little did I know. And even I was giving him an example about that. You know, you have to be tough. You have to be so strong. And not give your power away so easily. You know, people think they can do that. People think they can, you know, obtain or, what is it, conquer or something like that. Or try to do someone in or hurt someone just like, you know, people at work. It's not, you know, they might, and you could cry a little bit, but, you know who you are, know your worth, know what you brought to the table. Always know that. Always love yourself. Always choose self over this bullshit. You know, stand up for yourself. That's not what he did. He ate that and he got hurt. So a relationship is supposed to teach you. And if you didn't love, you wouldn't learn anything, right? All right, guys, that's it.